What's up, everybody? Brand new lesson, lesson 24 from Journeys this week. Here's our focus wall. Notice our essential question is what happens to a tree as it grows. So we're going to be talking about life cycles this week. We'll also kind of review our vowel digraphs and spelling patterns, that double O, the sound, OU and EU. So we'll be looking at those spelling patterns this week. And we'll also look at some brand new sight words, which you'll see in our anchor text. So really looking forward to learning some new things with you guys this week. Please don't forget, this is at your own pace. Don't feel rushed. Don't feel like you have to complete anything at a certain time. Parents, just please let this be self-paced for your students and let them go just at a comfortable rate that's not overwhelming for them. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with a rhyme. Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with a spoon. So think about that rhyme. Think about which words rhyme, and also take a look at those syllables and look at the vowel sounds in each syllable. All right, guys, we're going to change some vowel sounds in words to make a new word. So for example, the middle sound in man is I. Change it to oo, and you get moon. Let's try some more of those. The middle sound in boat is O. Change it to I, and we get bit. Change the I in sat to or. Change the R in bark to A. Change the O in doe to oo. Change the O in blow to oo. Change the in none to oo. Listen carefully as I read this text aloud and answer some listening comprehension questions. Where can you see butterflies? Some people may see butterflies in fields and gardens. Others may see a butterfly in a park or a backyard. But did you know that many people go to zoos and museums to see hundreds of butterflies at a time? The first question is, where do people go to see butterflies? If you live in New York, you can see these gentle insects at the Bronx Zoo. First, you walk around an outdoor butterfly garden where you can learn about butterflies and how they grow. Giant sculptures of butterflies and caterpillars decorate the garden. If you're tired, you can rest on a caterpillar bench. After you enjoy the garden, you can visit the butterfly house. First, you walk through one door into a tiny space. When the door is completely closed, you open a second door and enter the butterfly house. Two doors help to make sure that none of the butterflies living inside get out. The butterfly house is like being in a secret garden. There's a fish pond, hundreds of plants, and more than 1,000 butterflies. It's easy to see some butterflies as they fly from flower to flower. You have to look carefully, however, to see other butterflies. They might be resting on a flower or a plant. If you stand still, they might even settle on you. When you leave the butterfly house, you pass a big mirror. Make sure you check out your reflection carefully. A butterfly may be sitting on your head or shoulder. Your second question is, why do people look in the mirror before they leave the butterfly house? In Texas, you can visit the Houston Museum of Natural Science to see butterflies. Inside this museum is the Cockrell Butterfly Center. This butterfly home is a 3-story glass building. Inside, there's a 50-foot waterfall and hundreds of rainforest plants and flowers. The butterflies here are never lonely. There are hundreds and hundreds of butterflies flying around. As you look at the butterflies, check your guidebook. How many different butterflies can you recognize? The butterflies at the Cockrell Butterfly Center come from all around the world. Every week, shipments of chrysalises arrive at the center. A chrysalis is a developing butterfly inside a hard shell called a cocoon. The center takes care of the chrysalises until they grow into butterflies and come out of their cocoons. When a butterfly does come out, it's allowed to fly free. If you watch carefully, you can see butterflies from flower to flower, stop to sip nectar, or land on a surprise visitor. After visiting the Cockrell Butterfly Center, you can visit a section of the museum called Insects and Us. Here you can learn about all kinds of insects. You can also learn about butterfly gardening. That's where you learn about the kinds of plants you can grow in your own yard to attract butterflies. Your third and final comprehension question is, what 2 places did you hear about? I'll say a word, and then you clap once for each word part or syllable you hear in the word. Listen as I say the word rooster, and clap. Rooster. Listen. Rooster. Say and clap the syllables. Rooster. Now you do it. Classroom. Doctor. Winter. Princess. Sunset. Listen to the word moon. Now you say it. Moon has the sound oo. The letters OO together can stand for the oo sound. Remember that last week we learned that the letters can also stand for the sound, like in book and look. 2 O's in words like moon stand for a different sound. Write and read the word boot. The letters OU can also stand for the sound oo, like in soup, group, and youth. Read and write the word soup. To review, OO can say oo like in moon or like in book. EW, UE, and OU can also stand for the oo sound. Pause the video and read lines 1 through 9. Pause the video and at your own pace read moose's tooth. Remember that 2 O's together can make an oo sound, like in moose or tooth. Also remember that the letters OU and EU can also stand for the oo sound. Let's review our words to know this week, which we will see in our anchor text. Number 1, ready. Number 2, country. Number 3, soil. Number 4, kinds. Number 5, earth. Number 6, almost. Number 7, covers. Number 8, warms. Make some flashcards or write these words in a sentence to help you remember them. Let's look at our target skill this week and preview our topic. Our target skill this week is sequence of events. Many selections tell about things in the order in which they happen. This order is called the sequence of events. Think about what happens first, next, and last as you read. You can use a flowchart to keep track of the sequence of events. This week's topic is the life cycle. A seed is planted, a small plant sprouts up. It grows bigger. Then beans grow on the plant. Inside the beans are more seeds which can be planted. This is the life cycle of a bean plant. Every living thing has a life cycle. You will read about the life of an apple tree in A Tree is a Plant. Hey guys, so I'm going to post the video of the anchor text this week. I want you to read through it at your own pace. Try to use what you know, what you've learned. Use your words that we've learned this week, as well as those spelling patterns that we've learned this week. And then later on, I'll post a read aloud of me reading the anchor text for this week. Enjoy! So, as a review, the order in which events happen is called sequence of events. A tree as a plant tells about the events in the life of a tree. The apple tree begins as a seed. What happens next? When the tree is big, what happens to it in the spring, summer, fall, and winter? You can use a flowchart like the one shown to list the order of important events. Authors sometimes tell how two things are the same by using the words like or as. This word choice is called a simile. In A Tree as a Plant, the author says that the roots are as small as hairs. Do you think this means that the roots are thick or thin? Describe how you picture the roots. What else does the author say that the roots are like? Parents, please allow your children to complete the following activities. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's lesson, lesson 24 from Journeys, about the life cycle of an apple tree. Stay tuned for the read aloud of this week's anchor text.